All right, so we're approximately 2 hours into the trip, and the old church bus, old Churchy over there, has already thrown a belt. So we're broken down on the side of the highway. We've made it a grand total of about 40 miles, I would assume.
That's actually correct.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that was a really good estimate. Okay. Yeah, so we're at a truck stop, and we're trying to put the wrong belt onto a school bus with the wrong rib spacing, the wrong amount of ribs, the wrong length, but it's close. So I think we're all right.
But to get there, I think we got to take out the intercooler, tilt the coolant.
We actually figured out that we might be able to get it on with some skinny arm action.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna be taking apart the entire thing. But it looks really sketchy because if you look at how the school bus is set up, like the engine is pretty much right here. And so to get to the radiator, it's like here. And so you can't really do anything. So Aaron is gonna try to do some skinny arm action and see if he can get it in. So let's go see what's going on. Well, skinny arm action going on. Belt, wrong size. Trying to be going on.
Aaron, how you feeling under there?
No, I'm in a good mood. I'm all about this. I like roadside repairs. Unfortunately, the one part of this motor that's hard to access is the front. If it had been anything wrong with it on the top or the side, super easy. Just the front sucks. So we're trying to figure out this belt that's the wrong size and the wrong ribs. We're gonna try to get it on there.
You think you're good from underneath?
That's the only access. You can't even see it from anywhere else.
Okay.
I got this going on. I'm doing it one blade at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime.
Yeah, woo! I'm gonna be so jived if this belt fits.
But so,
Wait,
you guys, how'd you get the wrong belt?
Because they don't have the right belt, but we do know somebody, or I think it was an O'Reilly's, ordered the correct belt for us. It'll be here. It'll be here at 1:30.
I think it's on, maybe. Unless
149 right now.
It looks like you got
It's 149.
Yeah.
Rolled around the other way.
It's 1249.
Yeah, 1249.
Okay. So, if this belt we got from O'Reilly or Advance, if it's if it doesn't work, we can take it back.
The only thing I can do is the fan pulley.
Yeah, we'll just go grab the other one. But at least we'll have the knowledge of how to install it.
It's on.
If it's the wrong one.
It in place
We'll
right
be practiced.
Practiced.
We have success, yes? We go now.
We go.
We have beer nuts.
The price is going back up now.
Beer nuts.
New serpentine belt.
Yeah.
Installed.
Hold on, does anybody have the wrapper for that? Save the belt, the thing.
right here.
Okay, save that in case we need another one.
I hope not.
Well, we just get any just 60-inch belt.
At least we have a reference.
Let's make sure everything fires up and runs here.
Hopefully it doesn't throw a bell right when it turns over.
Is she charging?
The engine warning light's off. Yeah, it's charging. For business. Woo!
Yeehaw.
Let's go!
Alright, so it is, what time is it actually? It's like 6:30 and we're in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico, and it is snowing balls. I have no idea why we didn't know this was coming, but I mean, there's legitimately at least an inch on the ground and ice. Zach's car ran out of gas and is super sketchy. Otherwise, we're actually doing okay, but we're trying to push through this storm right now and make it to Albuquerque so we can get some fuel and get the heck out of this snow. So wish us luck, YouTube. All right, let's get on the road. All right, so we're in, wait, where are we?
New Mexico still.
Yeah, we're just south of Albuquerque. What's it? Oh, Bosque Farms. That's right, because I bought a car here. And you'll notice there's ice, but it's a funny color. And this sucks ass for me. This sucks booty for me. So here, let's do some science here. You'll see there's a lot of sand in there. Now, let's go over here. You'll also see there's no hood on my car. And this, for me, means that now my intake is completely full of sand because my lazy ass didn't put a filter on it. So before I run this car or do anything really to it, I have to pull the entire intake apart and clean everything out, vacuum out all the ports, clean the intake, clean the throttle body. So anyway, just making more work for myself. I thought I could get away with being lazy. Oh, and my O2 sensors are probably ruined too because it's full of snow. So that's cool. Anyway, I tried to clean it out as much as I could with rags, but it's pretty much pointless at this point because it's had about 5 hours of sand and snow getting shoved down its throat. It's still very cold outside.
Should we take a closer look?
Yeah, sure. Let's look at the carnage. You're not gonna. I already, since I should have just left it, I guess. But I mean, I opened this and it's like, well, it doesn't sound like anymore, but it was like grindy, and there's like, I mean, there's sand all over this entire motor. I may pop the valve covers off too and just vacuum everything out. I mean, it's an LS, you know. At this point, I'm convinced these are bulletproof, so maybe it'll be fine, or maybe I just toasted my motor by being lazy. I don't know, but I feel like if it can live through flames like up to here, it can probably live through a little bit of sand and snow, right? Yeah. Right, guys? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We'll find out.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also my fuse box and my computer are right there too, but we won't get into that. So cool. Hopefully it's okay. Let's see if there's water in the motor. Oh, the dipstick wasn't all the way closed either. There doesn't appear to be water in the motor, so that's cool. Well, anyway, stay tuned for the rest of this road trip that is way more eventful than we thought it would be. If it's going as par, then probably there's going to be some more stupid stuff that happens. So, anyway, all right, well, see you guys in Tucson. All right, so we just got here, Roadkill Ziptie drags. Pretty premium spot, actually, right next to the burnout box. Pretty fitting. Gonna start unloading the cars and setting up, so if you guys want to come, well, this video is gonna drop later, I guess. I was gonna say if you want to come see us, we're right next to the burnout box, but this is gonna drop later. So yeah, we gotta unload all of our stuff, and then we got some wrenching to do.
Roadkill 2020.
Yep. So I know Aaron's got some stuff he's got to tinker with. I gotta do a bunch of stuff to the drift truck and a bunch of stuff to the turbo car, because it's super not too happy with life right now.
I gotta do a shout out too. Shout out to Diego. He like really scored. Like, all of our tools in the trailer. He even got the ramps from the Navigator that like were in my truck but got spread all over the highway when it got totaled. So Diego even made sure they made it in the trailer. It's pretty sweet. So go Diego.
Good job, D. So yeah, we're gonna unload the cars and try to fix everything, so that way we can be in prime time for all the fun activities.
Hello, YouTube.
I wanted people to see my exhaust.
Yeah, but like shittier, like rustier.
We'll be a race team one day.
Dude, we're like flexing hard with the M system.
I know. That's so awesome.
Dude, your wheel's about to fall off.
Yep, it sure is.
Yeah, that's not bolted at all.
Good job, Chris.
Oh, you guys all got covers on here?
No, I think Diego put that on actually.
Or maybe it's bent.
I think Diego put it on. I think that's the problem.
This wheel's about to fall the fuck off.
Diego put a wheel on, that's the problem.
You're wobbling. It's either bent or it's about to fall off.
Oh yeah, this was the one. The rear hubs on your car are like super fucked.
Electric fans.
What you mean? I haven't had
And the wheel.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, Will.
Trying to mount those other ones.
Farther over, because he's got to work
Oh,
on
it's
this
not your
rear.
fault. You're good. You're good.
Oh no, no.
Yeah. You know, be cool diagonal.
The rear hub's fucked.
There's something wrong with them. They're all like fucking ground all weird. Like somebody put the wrong side wheels on. But they're super hard. So he just didn't tighten it.
It's alright,
super
Zach's got
on
that
there.
too.
Yeah.
The other one, like the other wheel's like not.
Shit out of it.
Okay. Well, I don't care. These wheels don't, or they're not coming off.
Yeah, they are.
For what?
You're not gonna go to that section very fast with those.
Hopefully that worked. Okay. So here at Roadkill, obviously, I got water leaking over here. Just put a new alternator on, new radiator from the M5, and all distilled water with water wetter. So I'm trying to solve the overheat problem. Hopefully this head gasket is not blown. Aside from that though, we got lots of people showing up, really cool cars, a couple people, a couple fans running around. Excellent stuff. So yeah, we're really stoked to get out on the track. I feel like a robot talking right now, but that's okay. I just want to get my car done so I can drink some beer. So I ran this thing for a little while, tried to bleed it. I'm pretty sure it's still getting hot. I don't trust the temp gauge on there. I haven't hooked the Megasquirt up yet. But according to the temperature infrared thermometer, I shot it right here on the thermostat housing. It was hovering around 208, which I don't like. Worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna do passes and not care. But as of right now, I got the old send it stick and I'm gonna send it. So ARP says torque these to 75. I say, ha, ARP, I'm doing 100.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Of course, it's not like they make the parts or anything.
All they do is use fancy words.
Oh, they're like already at 100.
Chris did impact them.
Well, he finished them with a torque wrench. He just started them with an impact.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, so, oh, that was 90. Here, we're gonna go. That cheeky bastard, he put them at 90.
Who?
Chris.
Oh.
All right, there's 100. Did you know about this?
No, they torqued them at 90?
Yeah.
No. I like this torquing pattern that you've got going on.
It doesn't matter.
Not at this point.
Not at this point. I'm already, if I was gonna be boned, I'm already boned. That does not feel like 100 foot-pounds. I don't know if I trust this torque wrench. Oh, that one's loose.
That one's real
Oh,
loose.
that one's loose.
Oh my lord.
Oh, fuck. Come on, don't break. Please don't break. How's it going? Oh, dude, I don't know if I'm ballsy enough to go further than that. I think we're gonna leave that one right where it's at. That scares me.
Yeah, that
It kept going. That might be our leak right there.
one.
Yep. The rest of them seem to have held just
ARPs
fine.
are reusable, yes?
Yes.
Could you pull off that nut, undo that ARP stud and check it out? Make sure it's alright?
I could, yeah. That's not a terrible idea, to be honest with you. I might check it with my other...
That said, if it's Fox, then you just pulled it out for good.
No, you can put it back in.
Well, unless it's stripped out.
Yeah. But I don't think it's stripped. Oh, this one's loose too. This one's really loose.
You got two loose boys.
Oh, we got it.
Double check. Okay, and then it was
All right.
rear driver, yeah.
All right, I think that one's gonna stay.
I mean, you put a lot of arm power in it. I saw you shaking. That means strong.
I wish I had like the digital readout on this. I don't. I'm afraid to snap a head stud. I want to still be able to make a pass in this. So
That's gonna have to do.
we got them all retorqued, and there were a couple that were loose. So maybe I'll get super freaking lucky, and everything's okay.
Especially with the wetter water and everything like that.
My water's so wet right now. Let me tell you about my wet water.
Did you talk to it nice and sweet?
Oh, dude, I was like, hey, baby, don't overheat, baby. And my water was like, it's okay, I'm not gonna overheat on you. I'll be so good to you, baby.
I didn't even hear what that said. I'm gonna be so uncomfortable editing that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, you are. Well, I think I may have found definitely one of the issues that was assisting this thing in overheating. The guy who had this car before me had looped the heater core and deadheaded both sides of the engine into this valve system over here. And when I popped it off, it was pretty apparent that this system was not flowing. So right now I'm trying to loop this heater core in a different fashion so that it actually flows well and that we actually get some better flow on the radiator. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty pumped right now. That means there might actually not be anything wrong with my motor whatsoever, and it just has had a crap cooling system in it.
So we're going to tech.
Going to tech inspection. I fully expect to get some dings.
Think about it for a long time, and then you just forget how old you are.
Right, it's just like I
Owner.
Me? Yeah, me. Same.
Me.
Oh, actually, this is Will's car.
Fuck it, it's my car.
Fuck you.
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
This is my.
Where's the overflow go? The what? Oh, so it goes all the way up over here to this. Isn't that silly? Factory BMW, gotta love it, right?
Easier to bleed though.
Yeah, it's self-bleeding. Works too.
Any power adder, no matter what the ET or speed, you have to have a helmet.
Okay, good to know.
And if you have nitrous, they want a jacket.
Okay.
So I had the fire extinguisher laying in the passenger seat. I think that earned me some brownie points. So I passed.
I'm not starting mine anymore.
What?
I'm gonna fry the starter, like rolling it over that hard. I do have a battery shut off too. No power header, so it's just a bone stock motorhome motor.
BMW motor.
Yeah, BMW motor.
Just put a carburetor on. Kind of what?
What's that? Be careful. Oh, yeah. I gotta zip tie some plug wires up. They're like starting to rest in not good places.
Well, zip them, because that way you'll have a tie wraps on there.
Yeah, right. I got a brand new baggie.
Yeah.
Big party bus over there by the burnout.
Well, we saw you guys driving.
Come over and have some beers.
You're good to go, guys.
All right, thank you.
No butchered swamp in this one.
Well, they said no budget.
That was the jacket. That was the guy you talked about.
Who you guys got your money on? Between these four.
Your turbo car
I guess five, but
Yeah, probably a turbo car.
yeah. Oh yeah, turbo.
Oh no, I like that.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that.
I said I got torque and possibly traction on everybody else, so I'm open. And
Hey, you have the
I'm
weight.
the only one here that doesn't have to shift.
You forget I have slicks for that thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys brought some.
Yep.
You might be able to.
See, he's gonna be the most deadly reliable unless his drive shaft blows up. But it's pretty hard to mess this thing up. It's a carburetor.
When I did that burnout though, it was at 60 to 80 and it felt okay. Like it
Really?
wasn't like shaking or anything crazy. I mean,
so we
the
did
whole
good.
car was shaking, but not like
Right, it
obscenely.
was jumping
Yeah, it
probably.
wasn't jumping.
it sounds awful.
Both axles.
Hold back, fix it. It's not good. That was 1500 RPM with the smallest burnout.
Oh man.
Just rolled in, just snapped the boat.
Dude, it sounds like I don't even know how to describe it. When you're going, it sounds like an old wagon, like a carriage wagon coming up the turning road.
Let me show you something, YouTube. Remember we were talking about we need to run an E28 or E24 rear subframe in this so we can get some beefier axle shafts? This is why. Both of them. Done. I did the tiniest burnout. Did they see that? You saw the tiniest burnout. And then I left it like 1500 to 2000 RPM, just tried to roll into it. Snapped, gone. The rest of the car is good though. I didn't actually break anything besides axles, so it was easy fix. Maybe we'll get some more axles. We'll see if there's something like on Craigslist or Facebook, pulled close.
I bought them from.
Yeah, so I don't know. Check back with us in a little bit.
All right, what's going on, guys? It's day 2 here at Roadkill. Actually, we're pretty pumped right now. I'm a little out of it because we had a bit of a late night, as I'm sure you can probably tell. But Aaron's car performed awesome. He's running like 15 seconds-ish. My car actually ran a 14.3 the first time, and then I was having some issues with the ECU. Yeah, there's some loud stuff here. I was having some issues with the ECU, so we were fighting some software problems and then we figured it out. So today I'm going to be really doing some testing and tuning. I'm going to try to burn some gas out of it and then we can put some race fuel in it and crank the timing.
I lost my voice last night because we were up until the middle of the night drinking Fireball. Mopar car is doing really good. We haven't had any issues. It runs real consistent times. Will and I built our drive shaft for this like the day before we loaded it in the trailer, which is like 3 days ago. And it doesn't even, at 100 miles an hour, that drive shaft does not shake. It is amazing. I don't know how we did it, but we did a good job. The only issues I'm fighting right now is I never put a fan on it. So by the time I've idled through the staging lanes, ran a pass and came back, she's pretty hot. Like 210, 220, which is like at the limit of where I'm comfortable running it up to. And my coolant reservoir's coming loose, so I gotta figure out how to zip tie it back on. And we took the hood off to help cool it down, but otherwise, man, she's a trooper, and it's actually one of the faster cars. Will's the only one that's got a chance to beat me. Everybody else is slower than my car.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, she's running good, man, running good.
Hello, good morning, YouTube. Zach's doing circles. He thinks somehow warming up his diff fluid is good for his car. This car is 100% stock and has an open diff. Like, what? What? Oh, dude, there's a Park Avenue about to get down in the burnout pit. Let's pull in and watch that.
Getting it.
Things just like,
It's all, yeah.
our bus is now burnout. Maybe we should roll up the windows.
Hell yeah. Oh man, that's fine.
It won't smell like acid anymore.
Exactly, just tire. Just burnt tire.
And I've gotten to the point in my life where burnt tire, just I equate that to fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a comfort smell.
That's a comfort smell. Both of them.
That is awesome.
That was awesome.
We got them both in like less than a second apart.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, race.
Yeah.
Race.
That guy's my friend. I like that guy.
And so we got the radio station on for the announcer.
Yep. So we're gonna run Zach. We're gonna let him know. So you guys can listen to what the announcer wants to say about us.
The left tire came like a foot off the... In efforts to get their Rocket Beer funny car down to 1320.
Oh, it's even.
Again, we're running just a couple more vehicles in front of them.
Shit.
And we're going to send a top fuel funny car down to 1320 here at Tucson Dragway at Roadkill, zip tie drags, and a 3K
Didn't say a
hoopty
word
challenge.
about us.
Talk about the hoopty challenge. Check that out on the right side in the water box.
Yeah. It was lame. Whatever. Anyway, turn that off now.
Yeah.
That was fun. Zach got us out of the hole and then kept going. That was a good pass for Zach. I wonder how fast we ran. Last night, I ran a 15.7 in Zach's car, and I ran a 15.6 in this. So, I don't know if this is faster. Zach and I were in both vehicles, so weight was the same. He doesn't have a passenger right now. Zach ran a 15.3 at 94. He's moving. Zach's getting good.
Yeah.
Ooh, and both last night we both ran 2.6.
What did we run?
We ran a 15.8. So
I'm heavy.
Hamish is heavy. I did like stand on the brakes last time to launch it. I didn't do it this time, so maybe that was faster last time.
Hey, welcome to my crib. We got the tan, we got the leather, and you get wood.
This is the whole
cracks.
package right here.
It's the whole package, dude.
Are we gonna destroy a Celica?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna fuck him up. We're gonna get fucked up by this guy though.
Yeah, the taxi does wheelies.
This thing's actually really fast too. We're gonna run a 15? Probably not. But
Yeah, we're gonna run a 15. I haven't eaten all day.
I mean, I'm just skinny as shit, so.
Yeah, look at it. Dry skin.
Yep. Gross, close. We're lining up right now. We're gonna race this Buick. I think it's actually fast. There's a badge that says 3.8 liters, so it might be a V6. That's all I really know about it.
All right, who's got this?
All right. Dude, I'm hoping. Oh, that Volvo.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's going.
Volvos are a popular swap car. You can put
Volvos are a popular swap car, says
Yeah.
the man.
Oh man, Chris got creamed.
He did get creamed.
I'm not feeling so good about us now.
Oh, this thing's fast.
91 and 107
Is it?
miles an hour.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
go.
11,
Okay.
16, Chris.
Just
Absolutely
under 80
we go.
miles an hour.
Come on, stage guy.
The wagon is
I went really late. I got whooped by the wagon.
You got whooped by
I was
the wagon.
really late on the start. Yeah, I was really late on that.
That's all right.
Oh, this thing is sick. I love this car,
so
dude.
good,
$2,000 ship box.
Dude, and
This
it
thing
just
is
gets
sick.
it.
It does get it. It eats.
It eats.
Oh, it popped out a third. Oh, it's breaking. Dude, this thing's sick.
So sick.
I love this car.
You gave that guy a pretty close run though.
Not really.
Yeah. We just take what we can get.
My launch was really bad.
I think
My reaction time was bad. That's what it's called.
That Volvo dude's getting fast.
15.6.
I forgot I had to shift. I was just looking at the Volvo guy and he just like redlined in first gear and stayed there.
Yeah, you sucked.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
15.6. Not
do you
proud. 14.9. Dude,
Oh,
if
dude.
I was like on it, I probably could have kept up
Yep,
with him.
yep,
like
dude.
my my reaction was a point. Wow, he had a 0.2.
Yeah, see?
Dude, that guy was.
That fucking guy.
That guy knows what
if
he's
they have a
doing.
good reaction
Dude,
time,
that
and
guy
you
knows what
feel
he's
bad.
doing.
Yeah.
This morning, or last night, I stuck my light in the coolant reservoir. I didn't see anything. So I'm like, oh man, my car's out of coolant. What the heck happened? You know, whatever. I didn't think it was really hot at the time. So I'm like, well, in the morning, we'll get it figured out. So I opened the cap this morning and checked it. You know what I didn't do?
Put it back on.
I didn't tighten it. The cap was open. I did my burnout and spewed coolant all the way down the track.
So there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I got out and I'm like, dude, it's just, look. It just needed to be, like, actually closed.
Oh man, there's a dude.
Yeah, so no harm, no foul. I shut it off before it got real hot. And yeah, that happened too at some point. But yeah, we're good. We'll fill it with coolant, get it up and running. I need some food.
up, guys? So, it's about 6 o'clock on Saturday. The Hoopty Challenge is about to start, and I thought, fuck it, let's run this thing. So Aaron and Will just ran to town to buy 4 axles for this car. I'm gonna rip these ones out, and we're gonna send this car down the track and see if it doesn't break again. I am noticing here though, this axle broke on the diff side. Definitely an AutoZone axle or something, aftermarket rebuilt thing, not very good. This one looks to be original.
But it broke on the hub side, yeah?
This one broke on the outside. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be just as strong, maybe it'll be stronger because they're new. I'm positive. It's gonna be good. And if not, I bought 4, so we can just replace them again and still go do burnouts or something.
Aaron, it looks like you're helping Chris prep. Are you ready?
I'm ready. My car is, I'm not gonna say it. My car's doing all right. I feel the water, it's ready. But yeah, right now we're trying to do drift trucky things, and lining these bolts up is pissing me off for some reason. But yeah, for all YouTube viewers that have any sort of performance E30, you know what's happening here.
She got a gnarly misfire.
Gnarly. Oh yeah, like what's going on with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I was having fueling issues, but plugs actually don't look that bad. I mean, it's running rich, but
And then it's still running?
it's black. But
It's got a little bit like,
Looks okay.
It's running.
I don't know. I'll give it a shot.
While the others are struggling to fix their built not bought cars, how is bought not built?
Dude, I'm sitting here listening to the announcer, and I'm trying to charge my iPhone. It's really great, dude. I didn't do it. I fell asleep earlier. I slept for like 3 hours. I came out, they were working, and I did nothing. So, pretty happy.
We're gonna add the weight back into Zach's car.
Aw,
It's alright, you guys need the advantage.
he's screwing me over.
Coming up here in just a few moments.
That's
Looks
us.
like we've got just a few cars left in the lanes, and we'll get them all ran out.
Oh, that's all I was waiting for.
I'm gonna have another marshmallow pie.
Dude, me too.
You gotta have a tail light of some kind so they can see you as you get on the track. It gets kind of dark at the end. The E30 truck has no tail light at all. It has one housing with no like circuit board with the light bulbs on it. So we stole Chris's trailer light. I'm gonna zip tie it to the back of the roll cage. We're just gonna stuff wires in there because I don't have the connectors. I thought I did, but we don't. And I'm not really interested in cutting up the trailer for the connector it has. Maybe we will.
So apparently, Will gave up, didn't want to run his car.
I just feel like my efforts are better concentrated. I don't think that car's gonna get fixed right now. I don't have time.
M30s are horrible team. Sorry. NA, they're great NA. They sound amazing with underboost. We just can't make them work. Anyway, this thing made a quick 30-minute resurrection though. So we'll see what's up.
13.
I feel like owning this car is a penalty. You should just be an automatic.
Fuck you!
He's got gated, obviously, it's not his car. Let him in. This is so wrong. I love it. On the contrary, we have another BMW that is LS swap and turned into a EU. This is amazing. How can we not let this thing? We're in, team.
We made it.
All 3 cars. Well, all 3 cars that we brought up. Will's not doing too well.
My car, not in. That's okay. Also, there's literally
No, like,
zero
win the-
chance that we're winning.
I'm saying winning the first round, like just like feeding
Yeah, that
somebody.
dude with the Volvo is gonna dust every one of us.
Okay, so today we're at the Pima Air and Space Museum, which is super sweet. We're in the middle of a, I guess this is a parajumping airplane right now. Pretty cool. Anyway, it has been an absolute blast at Roadkill. Yeah. We had so much freaking fun. I know it was kind of up and down, back and forth, kind of
we had a busy weekend.
Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. We had car failure successes, all kinds of stuff happened. Drank some beer, did some donuts. Geez, a lot of stuff. So
all the cars went down the strip at least once.
Yep. Every car got more than one pass.
Yeah.
Because the drift truck went twice.
Yeah.
So that was good.
So let's see, what do we got? In conclusion, Aaron's car, I would say it was probably the overall victor.
It was the fastest, wasn't it?
No, technically the turbo car was the fastest.
The turbo car was the fastest car of the weekend. It just only made it one time.
The very first pass put down was 14.4. So that was the fastest one we got out. I would say Aaron's car is probably most successful.
I got to 14.9.
Yep, ran a 14.9 and didn't break.
And that was during the Hoopty challenge with Finnegan and Freiberger from Roadkill.
Yep. We talked to the guys. They were awesome. Aaron got a picture signed of his car from everybody, so that was cool. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hit us up on Instagram, Mile High Euros, DBO Chris, Lounsbury Fab. If you guys want to hit us up, come down to the shop. Let's drink a beer.
And last thing, a big thank you to.
Actually, you know what? This is just going to be on YouTube. So why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, and also thank you so much for hooking us up with that alternator, dude. Like seriously, you came through so clutch.
Sorry, I was 2,000 miles away.
No worries.
I'll be back soon. But yeah, I own Misfit Fabrication up here in Carpentersville, Illinois. And basically, I don't have any links. I just have my business page on Facebook, which is Misfit Fabrication in Carpentersville. So at Misfit Fabrication. I'm so glad that I could help you out as quick as I could.
Yeah, of course, man. We're very thankful because that alternator is not an easy part for us to find in the middle of the desert. So.
and it's a coincidence that I'm actually doing an alternator right now in the snow. So.
It was Misfit Fabrication in Chicago, Illinois. So if you got anything cool rides you want built, sounds like he's the man to see. So check him out if you're up in that area of the country.
For sure.
And the other thing, and all the people that already knew us before Roadkill that came to say hi.
Yep.
Yeah, we got this guy here. He's the MVP of the weekend. Seriously. Standing right there.
This guy's like our local source anything guy in 2 seconds.
This is great that we're in a plane.
Chicago from Tucson to get parts in Tucson that I didn't know were here.
Yeah. And he also
found
tires.
A really good tuner, which by the way, Evan from ES Tuning came through in a clutch situation. Unfortunately, didn't fix my car, but that's okay. That was my fault. Hooked us up with his buddy. Also, I mean, supplied tools. Dude, he was finding everything for us. So seriously, thank you so much. Follow him on Instagram, guys. Dirt Drop Garage on Instagram. So,
we want to do another big shout out to all the cool fans that stopped in to see us at Roadkill. Like, you guys are great. We had a lot of people stop in. They had already been familiar with us, and we're like just super elated over all the cool BMWs and our setup. And a big shout out to the Jeep guy. His name was Tim Anderson. He builds 4-wheel drive Jeeps. You might be wheeling with him right now. This guy was the man. We paid him to go. Well, not really paid. We paid his entry fee, because they wouldn't let him race his car on a drag strip due to some safety issues, but they did have a burnout box. And we paid his entrance fee so he could actually get to rip this Jeep that he built, which you guys will get to see a little bit of in this video, hopefully. I'm thinking somebody got pictures of it. And this guy was really cool, really liked to hang out, and he was stoked that we were about his ride. So
he invites us to come do some 4-wheel drive stuff. He builds Jeeps. That's what he does for a living. So he's going to show us some of the greatest four-wheeling in the U.S., he says, in the Tucson area. So we're pretty stoked for that for maybe the summer or next year, or in the fall.
Also, is pretty cool because that brings us to one of our builds that I'm not sure you guys are fully familiar with yet, the Urban 740, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to be 4-wheel drive, and it's going to be a BMW. So go ahead and keep guessing as to what that's going to be, for sure. So, all right, well, I think we're going to go look at some more old World War II and different airplane things.
Oh, and we might go hold that thing. The bus is having a charging issue with the alternator. That's why we got an alternator. It's pretty much just going hot to ground, and the alternator is smoking and
it's not
shooting
good.
sparks.
It's not happy with life. So
we just want to go home. Yeah, so we're going back to fix that after this.
Yep. So
if you don't see any more footage from the trip, we made it safely. If you see more footage, enjoy. All right, guys. So I don't know if this is a new video or in another video, but Senior Hamish over there, our regular filmer guy. Actually, let's go see him. You guys probably don't get to see him very often. So, all right now, man. He has done an amazing job this weekend at Tucson Dragway over there. So, we're gonna let him take a little bit of time off, and you guys are gonna get a boomer cam while we try and make the bus go. So, wish us luck.
Godspeed.
So this is our issue. This bus is a 1996 TC2000. It has a 5.9 turbo Cummins in it, also known as a 6BT. So our issue is this alternator right there, if you can see it. So here's what's wrong with it. We smelled a little bit of smoke when we were leaving Denver. Like electrical smoke, fire thing. Went away, not a big deal. We were here all weekend. The 110 system that's in it that we run off a generator is a complete separate circuit from the car, or from the actual bus batteries. We went to go fire it up last night, and very smoky and electrical fire smelling. So looked at it some more, and the alternator is shooting sparks out of it when the engine's spinning and it's on. It stops when we disconnect the alternator from the system. You know, it's an old 12 valve mechanical diesel. You wouldn't think we need electrical. The part we realized though is this bus has a electric assisted hydraulic brake system. So we have to have power and we can't just run without it. So, Dirt Drop Garage, Garrett, he's been helping us out with everything here in Tucson so far. Hooked us up with somebody, you might have heard in the last video, that we got an alternator. So, it's out of a Dodge truck. It's right there, 12 valve. It says it on it, it's upside down, right there. So we think we can make that work. It's a substantially smaller alternator, but we're thinking the bolt pattern might be the same. We might have to figure out between internally regulated and externally regulated for the voltage. We're gonna try and make that work. Aaron is getting tools. We're just trying to get out of here so we can get back to Denver, build more dumb shit. Will's tired, he's taking a nap. All right, coming in here on the work. What's the update, Aaron?
All right, so we got the the air filter pipe, or cold air intake off. Let's do that because we're performance here.
The turbo inlet pipe.
Yeah, turbo inlet pipe. And fortunately, because this bus is kind of clean, this is like, I cracked it loose and undid it with my fingers. So one more bolt and this thing is out on the ground. So the most roadkill thing we did this whole weekend was put this together. We met a guy at is it Pima or Pima? Yeah, we met a guy at the Pima Air and Space Museum here in Tucson. This is a guy who owns a shop, and he's a big Datsun guy, real cool dude. Anyway, he sold us an alternator for a second-gen Dodge 12 valve, like a 94 to 98 Dodge truck, and the brackets. We didn't need the brackets, but we got the alternator installed. We used parts from Will's LS truck and parts from my Mopar car, and then like mixed and matched the brackets between the two to make this work. And fortunately, the belt kind of still worked and everything. And that's what our install looks like. See good?
So the alternator is about half the size. Like this one is massive. This is about half the size. We mounted it upside down. This one had the dual ear part, if you can see it there at the top, and then that single ear at the bottom. We put the single at the top and then the dual at the bottom, mounted to the bracket, used the nut as a spacer. It's on. We've started it with it the way it runs. The belt seems to be somewhat straight. This is still, I don't know if they heard about this. We shredded a fan belt, alternator belt, this belt, on the way down, and we got a 6-rib replacement that wasn't in, this truck uses an 8.
To be honest, it saved us right now.
And
with
because
the 8-rib, it wouldn't have fit.
Because we have that 6-rib now.
See
how the belt is not at the front there, it's back. This is making it lined up because it's back here instead of way up there. I don't know what it's doing, but it goes dark. If you guys can see it the whole time, cool. I don't know, Hamish will fix it.
Yeah, interesting. It's weird that was flashing like that.
This is a 90s Chrysler alternator setup. These were not internally regulated. The PCM on them regulated the voltage. The alternator that was in this bus had this internal regulator attached to the alternator.
So what we got to do is we got to figure out how to take our non-internally regulated alternator and wire it to this regulator so it all charges right and doesn't melt. So right now Will and I are doing research on alternators and wiring and trying to figure out the right way to do it, because the kit I use is slightly different and uses a lot more wires. So we're just trying to get the logic figured out on how to set the alternator up for this.
Alright, so we followed some internet instructions and things, and I think we got some wires going to some places and stuff, and maybe it's gonna charge. We're gonna find out in about 5 minutes.
So what we did, guys, is we took all of the parts from all of the cars. We took bolts out of Will's alternator bracket and nuts. We took one bolt and nut out of my exhaust collector, and we took all of my wiring harness bits and the voltage regulator for my car. And what we're doing is creating our very own external regulator conversion kit out of like crap we had laying around. Like, we didn't even have wiring ends or anything, so we're cutting my harness up to get the ends we need.
Basically how it works is there's no computers, but 12 volts comes in here, goes to basically the field, comes out, goes to the voltage regulator, and then voltage regulator is grounded to the other side of the field. So then this basically completes the circuit between the two, and you're good to go.
Okay.
All right, we got key on, we are wired. We are seeing if we have signals in the correct place before we start it.
Okay. So we made a problem.
What?
It doesn't have 12 volts. That wire doesn't have 12 volts to it. Like, literally.
Doesn't make any sense.
Nothing.
Does it not get voltage unless it's running?
Check the other side of that voltage regulator.
And it shouldn't have anything. Nope, nothing.
Does it not get voltage unless it's running? Now you got it.
Well, no, I'm on it's only got 11.5 to the battery. I mean, you could try running it. See, maybe it's got like some sort of pickup. We didn't drop anything down this, right?
No.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes, it is. Shut off. Push the shut off in.
Oh.
We originally used the one wire that was hooked to our old alternator, assuming that was the exciter wire. Turns out it's not. We're pretty sure it runs the gauge on the dash, and they actually have the other wires taped off. So Will, and I do personally agree with Will, somebody converted our old alternator into what's called like a one wire, like an old GM one wire, where all it takes is rotation and a battery wire to make the alternator charge. Which would make sense why this never charged that great. Like, it always charged at like 13 to 13.5. So typically, in my experience, one wires are a little lower than most other ones. So we're gonna try it again with the correct ignition setup going here, or the voltage setup.
Or so we think.
Yeah, so we think. All right, fire, turn the key on. All right, we got voltage there. All right, yeah, go ahead. All right, yeah.
All right, people, tell me about your lives.
So,
Will made the best hamburgers we've had all weekend. There's that.
that too. Also, we decided to delete our shitty voltage regulator.
Okay, so tell me the last thing is.
Okay, so last we left you guys, we had rigged up a voltage regulator system to try to get this alternator to charge. We tried a bunch of different configurations, verified the wiring a bunch of times. It should have worked if it was going to work, but since it didn't, we went and got a different voltage regulator, and we're going to try to do this by the book, the way that everyone does it on the Dodge diesels. So,
and we took the alternator, we tested it.
Yes, the alternator was tested. It puts out 14.76 volts. It's good to go. So we know for sure this is a good alternator. And if it's going to work, this is the only configuration I think that it's going to work in, is with this regulator, with these parts, in this form. So as soon as this wiring is done, did you guys already get the belt on?
Yes, and to clarify for you viewers, we used two different regulators, and we used the regulator from my 440 swap BMW, which is that regulator was designed to be used with a pre-69 Dodge charging system, which is where the alternator came from on my car. And we tried to retrofit it to this, and it just did not work. We just couldn't get it to do anything.
Yeah.
So this is the correct regulator for the setup we were trying to build before. Yeah, now my car doesn't run. We used if you want to see this, YouTube, these little stubs, those are all off of my car. We just cut them off because we don't have any terminals. So my entire wiring harness was destroyed for this.
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's good. I'd rather be home than have a running car.
Ready?
I'm happy, man.
Here we go. Weird, man. Should have been the same thing on the other one. Works now, though. Whatever. All right. Well, as you can see, we fixed it. I'm gonna let it run. Sorry for the noise.
Before we go in too much.
Okay. Well, as you can see, we fixed it. So that is damn good news for us. Pretty late, but we're gonna hit the road and go back to Denver. Yeah. So I'll see you guys at like real late. Whatever. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.